Have you ever noticed that the more you try to think your way out of a problem, the more tangled it seems to become? It is like being caught in quicksand. The harder you struggle to pull yourself out using logic, the deeper you sink into the weight of it. We often believe that more thinking is the solution to mental suffering. Yet we find ourselves trapped in a loop that feels never-ending. Why does thinking about a problem make it feel bigger? Why does our own mind turn into an echo chamber of anxiety? The answer lies in the nature of thought itself. When thought fights thought, it only produces more turbulence, never the stillness we actually seek. Imagine trying to smooth out the surface of a lake with your hand. Each movement, no matter how well-intentioned, only creates more ripples. Our brain attempts to solve an emotion by analyzing it, but this analysis is just more mental activity, adding fuel to the fire. This is the cycle of rumination. Thought versus thought equals more thought, carving deep channels of habit into our consciousness over time. The more we obsess over a worry, the more we reinforce the neural path of that worry, making it our default state of being. But thousands of years ago, a different path was realized. A path not of doing or thinking, but of simple, detached seeing. This wisdom is found in the Ashtavakra Gita, an ancient Advaita Vedanta scripture that speaks to the very heart of human bondage. The sage Ashtavakra offers a radical perspective. He says, "The cause of your bondage is that you practice meditation." This sounds counterintuitive. Why would practicing meditation be a form of bondage? Because often we turn meditation into another chore. We try to attain peace. We try to achieve stillness. In doing so, we are still caught in the game of the ego and its efforts. Ashtavakra teaches that you are already what you seek. You don't need to build peace. You need to stop disturbing it. He writes, "In the infinite ocean of myself, the world boat drifts here and there. I am not moved by its coming or going." This introduces the concept of witness consciousness, the ability to observe your thoughts and feelings without becoming them. Imagine you are a witness to a passing crowd. People walk by, some happy, some angry, but you remain separate, just watching. When you observe a thought, you are no longer the thought. You are the awareness that knows the thought exists. This detachment is not numbness. It is not about not feeling. It is about changing your relationship to the feeling. You can see the rain, you can hear the thunder, but you are not getting wet. You are in a position of safety and observation. Ashtavakra says, your real nature is the witness, unattached, desireless, at peace. This is your natural state before thinking begins. So, how do we apply this in our busy modern lives? It begins with 3 simple steps. Name it, notice it, and loosen the grip. When anxiety arises, don't say, "I am anxious." Say, "I notice a feeling of anxiety." This small shift in language creates space. By naming the thought, you acknowledge it without identifying with it. You see it as an object within your awareness, like a cloud in the sky. Then just notice it. Notice where it sits in your body. Is it a tightness in the chest? A heat in the face? Just observe the physical sensation. As you observe without trying to change it, the thought naturally begins to loosen its grip. It loses the power to command your actions. You are no longer fighting the water. You are simply standing on the shore, watching the river flow by. Ashtavakra reminds us, you are already what you are seeking. The peace is not at the end of a journey. It is the ground you stand on. We spend our lives trying to build a home for ourselves and our thoughts, forgetting that our true home is the space in which thoughts appear. Think of the sky and the clouds. The clouds move fast. They change shape. They can be dark and stormy or bright and light. But the sky behind them remains steady, fixed, and untouched by whatever weather passes through it. You are the sky. The suffering, the thoughts, the problems, they are merely the clouds. They cannot harm the infinite space of your being. Practice this detached observation. Meditate on yourself as motionless awareness, not a thinker, but the one who knows the thinker. In that realization, the struggle ends, not because the problems disappeared, but because you found the place where they no longer matter. Be the witness. Be at peace, for you are, and have always been, the silent observer of your own unfolding story.